Hi, I'm Maya. I'm 25 years old and I work at 10 as a marketing executive. I also absolutely love to work out. Now, I have been navigating through a shoulder and rotator cuff injury. I was experiencing episodes of spasming and intense pain in my neck over the past year. Like most people, I wanted to get into weight-based exercises to allow myself to increase my strength and stability to offset injury. Now, I have previously worked on resting my shoulder, doing some self-release, and trying to incorporate more generic shoulder rehab, but had experienced some flare-ups as I increased my activity or progressed my weights. I started rehab with our head of clinical services, Angela, in February. Now, we started with an initial assessment where we found that I was overcompensating and lacking strength through my rotator cuff. In the second session, we then headed to the gym where we looked at my movements and started to build up my foundational strength. Now, initially, due to the chronicity of my injury, we had to focus on some manual treatment first to restore normal muscle length, quality, range of movement, and shoulder alignment. I then needed to work on doing foundational strength exercises to reactivate my shoulder cuff without compensating. I then headed to the gym where we looked at my functional movements and started to build up my functional strength. As a Pilates instructor, personal trainer, and an ex-dancer, I found myself in the situation where I was unable to move, which is literally my worst nightmare due to how much pain I was in. I waited until the point where I couldn't move to do something about my injury, when really I should have been doing more preventative measures along the way. Investing in your health is incredibly important, even at a young age when you think that you're invincible. Things like a running assessment where the physio looks at you before you start training is essential to ensure that you stay injury and pain-free. Having worked on building up my foundational strength, I then moved on to functional strength. Now, I am well aware of how you need to ensure that you are using the correct technique in education. It's interesting to look back now and to see how much information around strengthening injuries goes straight into functional exercises without building up the foundational rehab first. Coupling this with the limited knowledge around injury prevention is what made me want to share my story. I can now happily say I am in the middle of my rehab journey and have remained pain-free and have started to build up my foundational strength. I've learned so much about my body from this experience and have shifted a new focus on my rest and recovery and not just bashing a workout every day. I aim to implement a new sense of balance between hard work and recovery. And remember that the biggest investment that you can ever make is in yourself.